Welcome to the course development module presented by the 1% Club. A lot of global entrepreneurs got together and spent months after months after months to prepare this content so that we can deliver this great content to our candidates, so that we can bring our candidates to a certain level, so that we can understand each other, we can get into the same page with each other, so that we can basically partner with each other, so that we are never going to have disagreements with each other. So with that intention, actually we have made this course module so that you can get the maximum benefits, so that you come to a certain level, we raise you to a certain level, so that we can actually partner with each other and work together with each other. So with that, firstly, let me congratulate you for making this quick decision where there was a risk involved in it, so that you prove to us that you are the right fit for this business project. So with that, again, out of thousands of candidates who got rejected throughout this entire interview process, you are the chosen one. So because you are the chosen one, make sure you are going to put the 100% attention, so that you definitely become a part of our business project and become a business partner of our 1% Club. So with that, let's get to the discussion. Lesson 1, the decision. The decisions will drive your journey. Without making decisions, you get nowhere in life. With that, there's one quote I love the most. You are just one decision, just a single decision away from becoming a millionaire. If you made that single decision right, you're going to be ending up as a US dollar millionaire, right? So with that, let me emphasize you, wherever you are at the moment was a decision you made few years back. Where you will be in few years from now will be a decision you make today. So from birth to your death, the only thing which is in your control are the decisions you make. Was the birth in your control? No, it was not. Do you think that death will be in your control? Of course it will not, right? You don't know when you will actually leave this planet. So the only thing which is in your control are the decisions you make along the journey. Birth, not in your control. Death, not in your control. What is in your control are the decisions you make. So now it's time for you to decide whether you are going to have a mediocre life, just an average life, or are you going to succeed in your life by actually moving to that B quadrant or maybe to an I quadrant and ending up your life as an investor, making a big difference in your community, in your country, in this planet. Why are you just going to be average? It's up to you to decide, right? So this lesson is all about helping you to make better and better decisions in your life. This lesson is all about helping you to make the best decisions in your life. So with that, this lesson is all about you understanding what type of decisions I have made in my life throughout the last decades of my time. I have made hundreds of decisions again and again and again and again, which brought me to where I am today. So I started off with E quadrant, I moved to S quadrant, I moved to B quadrant, and I got into the I quadrant. So what decisions I have made? So throughout my story today, which I'm going to share with you in a while, you would get to know where do you stuck in your life? Where do you stand at the moment? You'd get to know what type of wrong decisions you have actually made in your life. What type of better decisions you could have made actually to get to a place where you could not even imagine so many years back. Because again, where you are right now are consequences of the decisions you have made during the last few years. Where you will get from here are also depending on all the decisions you are going to make, right? You really clearly understand what type of decisions I have made to get to where I am today. So with that, let's get to the topic. I was born in a family where my father was an engineer. My mother was actually a housewife. She had to stop going to work just to support us and take care of us, right? I had another brother also. So my father told only one thing to me and my brother: become an engineer. If you don't become an engineer, you can never succeed in your life. If you want to have more money in your future, if you want to have success in your life, you must become an engineer. That's the only thing my father told me, because he was an engineer, right? So with that, I spent a lot of time on educating myself. I focused on becoming an engineer. Year after year after year, I had one dream in my mind, that is to become an engineer. So I worked hard to become an engineer. With that, I started studying in Asian Institute of Technology. I did my bachelor's, master's, and my doctoral studies in Asian Institute of Technology, which is in Thailand. So I became an engineer, right? So with that, I got into this E quadrant. How did I get into the E quadrant? I've been looking for more and more opportunities. As I've been looking for more and more opportunities, I realized all the opportunities are lying on the internet. If I stick to one company, I have to work on one project. But if I'm working online, I can work on many projects. and I can have multiple projects. I'm working for multiple clients. I can have many jobs online, right? So with that, I registered to this platform called freelancer.com. I named myself as a social media marketing expert and an electronics and telecommunication engineer. Actually, this social media marketing expert thing came later. Initially, I started as an electronics and telecommunication engineer. And I started working on this website in 2014. I started to apply for projects. Okay. They did not give me, right? I keep applying again and again and again and again till I get my first project. And the second project, third project, fourth project, right? 5, 6, 10, 20, 100, 200. Okay. I did more than 200 different projects on this freelancer.com platform as a freelancer on social media marketing and electronics and telecommunication engineering, right? As you can see, I have 66 5-star ratings. 100% of the jobs I have completed. Okay. 99% of the jobs I have completed on time. 100% of the jobs on budget. 23% of repeat hire rate I have. So repeat hire rate means when 100 clients give me 100 different projects, out of that, 23 clients again give me the second project, third project, fourth project. They repeatedly hired me again and again and again. So I was one of the top freelancers on the freelancing.com platform. So with that, in 2014, I did not make much money, but 2015, little bit more money. In 2016, in my second year, I was making about 10,000 US dollars a month. Even though a lot of money was flowing into me, I had one problem. That is, I did not have time for myself. Okay. Let me explain you what I suffered. I suffered with a lot of project deadlines. There are a lot of clients saying to me that if you don't finish this on time, you're not going to get paid. And some of the clients are blackmailing me. And clients are saying that, yeah, you have completed the work, but if you want a 5-star rating, you need to do some extra work. And they have been blackmailing me just because of this 5-star rating. And I can't actually lose that rating because that will affect my next project, right? And I was really not having time for myself. I've been working about 18, 19 hours a day. Continuously, I have been working on my laptop to earn this kind of money. So I want you guys to know that I was somebody who is winning in the e-quadrant, succeeding in the e-quadrant, but yet I did not have enough time. So at the same time, as I've been doing very well on electronics engineering, I got a chance to teach as a lecturer in the same university I got education, okay, Asian Institute of Technology, as a lecturer teaching electronics engineering. I was teaching electronics to undergraduate students. At the same time, as I became very good at social media marketing, because I did many projects for many companies, okay, I helped them to grow their social media, get enough leads and everything. Because of that, I got another job, a part-time job in a company called IG Mart. And they hired me immediately as a social media marketing manager. And I had to work only part-time. That means I had to work only 2 days a week, Saturday, Sunday. Monday to Friday, I do lecturing in the university. At the same time, I do my freelancing. And Saturday, Sunday, I go and work on this company called IG Mart. Okay. And for working just 2 days a week, that means 8 days a month, they paid me 40,000 Thai baht. That means about 1,200 US dollars. Just working 8 days a month. Right. I know most of you would love to have that kind of income. But guys, let me tell you what I suffered in that company. Consistent blaming when the sales are low. That company is actually selling a lot of products, right? So consistently I got blamed when they have a less sales. And also they always delayed our payments. So with that, I really got frustrated with this job, right? So now I was working on 3 different types of income: freelancer.com, IG Mart, and I was doing lecturing. So as I'm trying to balance all these 3 with a lot of different projects, a lot of different work, I've been making good money. But my problem was I was so much stressed. So with that, I got a sickness. The sickness is nothing but something called alopecia areata. That happened due to extreme level of stress. So I start losing my hair. Later, I start losing little bit of my eyebrows also. Right? I start losing my beard. Okay. I had to do a lot of treatment to get back my hair after that. So I realized that in order for me to have a life, I need to get rid of my stress. The doctor told me that, no, you have a lot of stress. Please relax a bit. Right? So with that, I decide I need to do something in my life. I can't stick to this e-quadrant for the rest of my life. And that's when I found this book called The Rich Dad Poor Dad by Robert T. Kiyosaki. As I found this book, as I went through chapter by chapter, I realized that I must become a businessman. I must move my quadrant from E quadrant to B quadrant. But still, getting into the B quadrant, it's a huge investment, huge risk, which I didn't have. I couldn't take a big risk because I didn't have that much of money to take risk. Okay, I'm not talking about 10,000, 20,000, 50,000 US dollars. A huge risk means few billion US dollars, right? I didn't have that kind of money to invest. So what was the only solution? Nothing, right? Deciding to move from E quadrant to S quadrant. I had no other option than that, right? I researched a lot on the internet. I couldn't find anything where I can actually get into the B quadrant. So no option. Because of that, I actually moved to this S quadrant to become a self-employed. So people who basically move into the self-employment quadrant, S quadrant, are the ones who actually don't want to learn something new. They want to make money doing a business from what they already know. A doctor would open up a private clinic. A beautician would open up a salon or maybe a beauty parlor. A programmer would start an application. That person may develop an application and start selling or maybe making money through an application, maybe an Android app or maybe an iOS app. Okay. Or maybe that person would be developing a website to make money, right? A teacher would do private tuition classes to make money. So all these people are in one profession and they want to focus on the same profession to do their own business and get into the S quadrant, right? Similarly, I was coming from electronics and telecommunication background. My special area was electronics engineering, right? So with that, I was thinking, how can I actually come up with a product, okay, which has the potential to sell in the market so that I can make a lot of money, right? With that, I came up with a product called a power bank. It was the world's slimmest power bank in 2016. Okay. So the model was called NWN Bank. I actually named it as NWN Bank. NWN stands for Nuan. And I just want to market myself, right? So this power bank was the world's slimmest power bank at that time. The width of it is actually 4 credit cards of width. If you keep 4 credit cards on top of each other, that width was actually the same size of this power bank, right? And it can charge an Android device, also an Apple device, right? So I was able to sell about 4,800 of these power banks. But throughout this power bank business, let me tell you guys, let me explain you the pain of S quadrant power bank business. I was the founder, CEO of this business. I was the investor. I was the person investing money on this business. I was the electronics engineer who designed the electronic circuit of this power bank. I was the design engineer who actually designed the plastic case and all this wiring and everything, the design. I'm the person who did the design, right? I was the person who was soldering circuit. That means electronic part by part, component by component, keeping on the PCB and soldering one by one. I was the person who has been doing that actually, right? I was the person who has been assembling, wiring and fixing the plastic cases and batteries together. I was the person who was doing advertising and marketing. When I did advertising and marketing, almost about 12,900 people contacted me. I was the person replying to each and every customer. I was the person doing marketing campaigns here and there. I was the person actually closing the customers and trying to convince them, saying that this is the best power bank in the world, buy it. If you don't buy it, you will lose it. I was actually trying to close them, convince the customers somehow to buy my product, right? And once customers start buying, I was the person actually who did packaging of the product by putting bubble wrapping on it, make sure it is not going to blast while shipping because there's a battery inside, right? I was the person who did shipping and handling finally, writing my address, shipping address, and the customer's address, and going to the post office and shipped it to the customer, right? And if there's a fault, customer would return it back to me. I was the person who did the after service also to each and every customer. So throughout this business, I realized, oh my God, it's better to go back to do freelancing and live in the E quadrant rather than doing a business in the S quadrant. This was my realization. Okay. But guys, let me tell you, can you see the soldering circuits here, number 5? Okay. And there's also a picture, right? While soldering circuits, what happened? There's a smoke going out. And I have been inhaling the smoke again and again for about 10 to 18 hours a day. Some days I used to do soldering for 18 hours a day, right? I worked so hard, right? So as I start inhaling the smoke again and again and again, I had asthma, okay, a breathing problem in my childhood. My asthma got triggered because of the smoke. And I started suffering again and again, and I was unable to breathe afterwards. So with that, I decided, previously freelancing, lecturing, right, and doing this working for IG Mart, okay, I got a lot of stress and I started losing my hair. And now what happened? Because of the smoke and everything, I started to get sick. I started to increase my asthma and my asthma started to get triggered. So with that, I decided and I realized the most important thing in life is not the money. The most important thing in life is your health. Health is the most important factor in life. With that, I made one more nice quote. Person asking me, how much is your health important to you? when you are building a business? And my answer was, if you are dead, you're out of business. If you are dead, there's going to be no business, right? So the most important aspect in life is health, right? So don't lose health for money. Never lose health for money, right? So as I stopped this power bank business, I didn't want to quit. I wanted to use my previous experience and knowledge in order to build another business, right? So I just forget about electronics for some time. So I was thinking, in my freelancing career, I used to do social media marketing. I called myself as a social media marketing expert, right? So I thought I need to start developing my social media. I need to become a social media influencer. I need to be doing public speaking, right? With that thought, I really start to create content on social media. I've been creating social media year after year after year after year. With that, I have more than 130,000 followers on my Instagram, and I have more than 30,000 followers on my Facebook, and throughout all my social media channels, I actually reached out to more than 10 million people. Okay. With the growth of the social media, I got a lot of invitations from different forums, right? And this is my website, www.nuancelo.com, right? So I was able to speak in different forums, different programs, different trainings. Okay. I was actually a motivational speaker and inspirational speaker in different forums. So with that, I started doing public speaking. But what's the problem? What's the problem? It's again in the quadrant, right? Consistently, I had to commit time on content creation. I had to continuously speak. I had to continuously spend time on public speaking, right? So it is never going to end. If I stop doing that, I stop earning money, right? So then again, I have been looking for more and more opportunities in the quadrant. I wanted to do a business and I wanted to earn a lot of money, and I didn't want to spend too much time on that. That was my mindset, right? So with that, I thought, let me give a try with this trading thing. So by that time, I heard that there's something called cryptocurrency trading. So let me give it a try. Okay. So with that, I actually got into cryptocurrency trading. And as I have been trading more and more, I realized that I just need to buy when the crypto prices are low and sell it when the crypto prices are high. And this is my profit, right? And I also realized that the risk is very high. The market crash so low, I must be very patient and I must wait for months after months, sometimes years. Okay. If I don't want to lose my money. If I don't have that patience, I may lose all my money, right? But at the same time, in order to make more and more money, I had to do some analyzation. So we call it as market analysis, analyzing the trend, analyzing some of the fundamentals, right? I had to spend a lot of time on analyzing these things, and time to time I had to again and again analyze the trends. So with that, I realized, oh my God, in order to make money in crypto, I need to analyze. I need to spend a lot of time on that. And I was making small profits because my investment was not very big, right? So then I realized that, oh, there's a better way to make money in cryptocurrency. That is to buy when it is low and wait months after months, or maybe years after years, maybe 3, 4, 5, 6 years, okay? Till the time the crypto price go up. And then you sell and you get the profit. So we call it as cryptocurrency holding. So actually right now I'm holding Bitcoin and Ethereum and some other cryptocurrencies, right? So I actually got into this stream, trying to make more money, right? So at the same time, I also got a little bit interest about selling because I know how to sell something online using the internet. Because in my power bank business, I learned how to sell, right? So I got involved in some of the online retailer platforms. I became an online retail seller. I became an online retail seller in some of the local platforms in Thailand called Lazada and Shopee. At the same time, I became a seller on a global platform called eBay. And I came up with my own brand called Tinga Sports, backed by Uniglobal. So I had my own brand. And I've been doing sales after sales after sales on these platforms since 2016 till to date. I'm doing sales. And this screenshot, okay, was taken maybe some time back. So I actually make about $1,000 a day, right? So this was a day where I earned 34,820 Thai baht, okay, about 1,038 US dollars. So this is the link for my shop, right? Online store on Lazada platform. So with that, I realized that I can now start hiring some of the employees so that I can get them work for me, so that I can actually leverage their time, so that I don't have to work hard on the shop, right? Because I'm getting some online income. Now I can operate a shop and keep that shop as my inventory also, so that I can get some employees to work for me, right? So then I opened some of the shops. So this is one of my shops. So now let me tell you the most interesting part, what I suffered. The biggest thing I have suffered was time commitment. Okay. I had to do tracking of sales. I had to do tracking for inventory. I had to continuously again reorder the products. I had to do research so that I can find out some of the product which has the potential to sell again and again, right? And suddenly the pandemic hit harder on my retail shop. Okay. But still I had to pay rentals, I had to pay employee salaries, I had to pay utilities when there was no income. That was the funny part. But still it was easy to sustain because I had a lot of online sales. My online sales actually increased due to COVID-19 pandemic. Right? But still my shop was not making any profits. I was actually taking care of it, okay, with a lot of loss. Still I'm taking care of it with a lot of loss. Right? So now what I want you to know, what I experienced was all the time in all my E and S quadrant businesses, whatever I have done, my income was a combination of time and skills. I had to work to earn money all the time, right? If I don't work, I don't earn money. So I realized that in order to make money, I had to continuously exchange my time for it. And that is my true realization because I actually experienced it. Now you're actually hearing it from me, right? But I actually experienced it, right? So with that, I immediately make a decision. No matter what, I must move into this B quadrant. How? I don't know. Okay. I'm ready to sacrifice everything, okay, in order for me to get into this B quadrant. That's my decision I have made. I made that clear-cut decision on that day when I really start getting frustrated with all these E quadrant and S quadrant businesses. Okay. Now again, what's coming into my mind? Oh my God, it's a huge investment to get into the B quadrant, right? High risk also, right? That is where I got connected with a person called Grant Cardone throughout YouTube. Okay. As I've been researching more and more content of him, he told only one sentence in one of the videos. Okay. If you don't have money to invest on a business, simply partner with someone who does. Let me repeat again. If you don't have money to invest on a business, simply partner with someone who does. This is the thought which came into my mind. Then I have been thinking, what can I actually partner with, right? And that is where I really found this 1% club. Okay. You know, building a system requires a lot of money, right? Buying a system requires a lot of money. But partnering with a system doesn't require you to spend a lot of money. So with that, I realized, right, this is what I have to actually get into, right? And that is where I worked hard and I became a part of the 1% club. At the same time, I actually came up with one of the quotes. If you can't afford to build a system or buy a system, just find a system to partner with. And that is where I became a part of the 1% club in 2016. So with that, my journey begins in this B quadrant. I've been growing throughout this business project for a long time, which you're also going to learn throughout this course development module. And I became a giant in this B quadrant. I made it big in this B quadrant, right? So now, again, after B quadrant, it is the I quadrant, right? So I've been looking into this I quadrant for a long time. And then what happened? I realized in order to get into the I quadrant, first you need to succeed big in B quadrant, right? So that's what I did with the 1% club, right? So then I got into this investor quadrant, right? So I start investing on real estate. Mainly I start investing on cryptocurrency mining farms, right? And then I start investing on startups and some of other people's businesses. So if they do well, I get a profit. Business partnerships, right? So I start investing on multiple stuff and I became an investor. So this is the story I wanted to explain to you. Throughout this entire story, I want you to know, I made a lot of decisions, quick decisions. Okay, I continuously made a lot of decisions after decisions after decisions after decisions till I reach where I am today. This story of mine is to be continued. Okay, so with that, I want to share one secret with you today. We have something called the Travelers Club. So Travelers Club is a club of people who are successful in this B quadrant. Okay, so the criteria to get into the Travelers Club is you actually being a big business owner and succeeding in this B quadrant. So once you succeed in this B quadrant, you're going to be a part of our Travelers Club and you're going to start traveling around the world with us. As you can see in this picture, I have 3 passports. 3 passports means you need to at least travel more than 200 different flights to complete 3 passports. So I've been to every continent in the world. Okay, whichever the continent you are living in, I have been to some countries in that continent. So again, through this business project, welcome to our Travelers Club. But you need to actually make a decision to get there, to make it big with some level of commitment and consistency. So again, let me tell you, where you are now was a decision you made few years back. From birth to your death, What is in your control are the decisions you make. So make all the decisions right from today onwards, and make sure you're going to stick to better and better decisions consistently and continuously, so that your dreams can become a reality. Your life can come to a certain level where your generations never had, right? So again, listen very carefully. I'm talking to you, talking to your face. Listen very carefully. I want you to make a decision, okay, to focus 100% through this entire course development module. I want you to decide to upgrade your mindset. I want you to decide to commit, okay, have a good commitment throughout this course module, and to understand the system much more in detail. I want you to stay open-minded continuously and make sure you unlearn continuously. Unlearn means understanding that whatever you are coming from and whatever the background you have is useless. What we are going to do next is something very new. So you must be able to relearn. Again, take a decision that you are going to relearn whatever we are going to deliver to you, right? And finally, let me tell you, out of 100% of the candidates who went through this course development module, only 90% got the final partnership with us. That is because after this much of education, they were still not able to make the best decisions in their life. And finally, there's going to be a short quiz to evaluate your ability to understand. So because of that, I'm telling to you, I want you to pay 100% attention. Make sure you are not going to get distracted by anything else. You're going to pay 100% attention, and you're going to put unbiased attention on this course development module. With that, I guarantee you, your life could change. And you could see a lot of dreams of you getting achieved through this partnership with our 1% club, right? So with that, I'm going to come to the end of this lesson, and I'm going to see you again with a new lesson. Have a good day.